Hey, it's your boy Bobby B. So I want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is, will Rock betray Howard? When it comes down to it, me personally, I think that Howard's going to betray Rock. Now, why am I saying this? If you guys pay close attention to everything, Howard let Rock know when the feds was coming into town. And when it comes down to it, Howard has been pretty much, if you guys pay attention, he's been chill. He hasn't really been doing much the entire season. He's been watching the feds and he's been watching The Office. And he's even trying to leave being in homicide to go into narcotics. And so with that being said, the feds are always requesting to talk to him about something. They're always wanting to know something, and then at the same time, he's trying to question them. And it's like they are picking up on stuff about him while he's picking up on stuff about them. Now, let me tell you why I think Rock will be the one to destroy everything, even though I could be wrong. If you pay close attention, ever since that gun was in Kanan's book bag and Rock went to go get it from school, you ever notice no one's following Rock anymore? No one's following her anymore. In the very beginning episodes of season 3, she saw people following her. She was moving around, all of that, right? She went legit. But at the end of the day, they just suddenly stopped. You want to know why? I think that the feds paid attention to the gun being in Kanan's book bag, because 9 times out of 10, law enforcement is going to wonder, well, how did this gun even end up in the kid's bag in the first place? And another thing that they're paying attention to dominantly is Howard and how he moves. Howard seems as though he's trying to play chess in the office, as if he's under pressure, but he's keeping a cool face the entire time. And Howard has enough to take down Rock. And if you think that he would not take down somebody who he feels is a threat to him or really trying to take him down, then you got something else coming. Because ever since he took out his partner, he's been pretty much playing it cool. But Rock is being, going to a whole other place. Like, she's doing stuff. Even when she was supposed to be, doing her little legit thing, the gun in Kanan's book bag was the thing there. And not only that, you got to also remember that Scrap's mom came to the precinct looking to tell some people about her son's murder, and that she knew more than she was saying. And that detective that Howard told to leave may come back with saying, I do remember her saying something like that, and all of a sudden she ends up dead. So then everything is starting to track together a little bit. So basically, when it comes down to it, with the feds being in town, everything is hot. They're watching these people, but at the same time, they seem as though they're watching cops inside of the precinct as well. Howard seems to be named the #1 target. But Howard, again, is playing it cool. But Rock is going to blow everything up because of this situation that's going down with Kanan and Ronnie and Snap and Pop. Basically, Jukebox really has officially started a war to some degree by informing Rock of what's going on. And in some ways, she should have done it, but then you know how Rock's response is. Instead of playing it cool, watching Kanan and having his back to make sure nobody is trying to, betray him, stab him, or just do whatever, she wants to go in there and stop the situation from happening point blank. And they're like, no, we're not letting that happen. So when it comes down to it, you know how Rock get down. Rock's going to want to go to war. And so with that being said, with the feds already being around, they're already paying Rock attention. It's just going to make things worse. So when it comes down to it, basically, will Rock end up betraying Howard when it comes down to it? If they get her, if they have enough evidence on her, 9 times out of 10, her trying to say Howard was more dirtier than her would be the next move she would make. But if Howard covered his tracks up so much to the point that Rock can't even predict him, and he was always having evidence on Rock at the side so he can give in case she double-cross him, in the end, Rock might lose. And even though she's one of my most favorite characters, at the end of the day, this is the chess game that's being played in the game right now, because Kanan is Rock's Achilles heel. That's the person who she's going crazy for. That's the person who she wants to control the most, as she has asserted that she's in control. Marvin just falls in line. Her and Jukebox get along, but Kanan and Marvin are rebellious. So we'll see how everything plays out. I just want to say to all of you that it's your boy Bobby B here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And, hey, it's your boy Bobby.